Yo, what up, Dow? What's good? What is good? Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. Don't forget to smack that thumbs up. As y'all see, y'all already done. 30 up already, and then we got them 3 haters. It's probably going to be about 7, 8, 9 haters. As it always been. Same ones all the time. What up, Dow? What's good? It is August the 30th, guys. We got one more day. We have one more day left in the month of August 2021. Some of y'all kids are back in school. The schools here, well, some schools in Michigan started, this week? And then the rest of the kids start next week. But I know down south, they already started. What is good? Thank y'all for the emails, too. Like, yo, Dale, what's up? You going live? Y'all got to remember, the fellas, they do play football. And this one I come up missing. A lot of times I'll be missing a lot, guys. But what up, though? What's good? Let me get this camera on. Thumbs up to everybody. What up, though? So I have been working on some things in the background, guys. Definitely been working on some things. I ain't gonna play that song right there. I ain't gonna play that. Let me put on something else. Now I'm gonna play that fart sound. There we go. What is good? Hey, I thank y'all. I apologize. A brother came down here, set everything up, and then went upstairs, turned on the TV, looking at the weather channel. As in, the weather channel was looking at me. Oh, what a day already. And I'm tired because I stayed up and watched that Jake Paul and that Tyron Woodley. I watched that last night, knowing I should have been in the bed, knowing I have to get up at 4:30. So I'm a little bit tired. I appreciate the love. Definitely, guys, just keep during football season, high school football. I do come up missing a lot. I know my Friday shows is probably not going to be a Friday show because my son play on, one of my sons play on Fridays. So here in the state of Michigan, in the suburbs, they play later than in the inner city. I think they play at like 3:30, or some play at 3:30 and some of them play at 5 o'clock. So just remember that. That way you know exactly what's going on. Hold up just a second. Let me see something right quick. Let me change this feed over here. What is up? Salute to everybody. I do want to talk about something. I was watching a show earlier today. Well, I didn't watch it. I was listening. Let me do something over here. I was listening to a show. Very interesting show. What's the gentleman's name? I don't forget his name. But anyway, I will have to get back to it. But anyway, yeah, some good topics. It was, of course, you know, the streaming community. I just wanted to know, is there a difference between streaming community and the cord cutting community? I think there is a difference with the cord cutting community and the streaming community on YouTube. I think within the streaming community, that aspect ratio of that little itty bitty community on YouTube, I think is a little bit more cutthroat than just talking about cord cutting. There is a difference to me. I dib and dab in a little bit of both compared to some people. Just they talk about streaming, anything about streaming, what apps, how to cut the cord, using these apps. And then you got the ones who actually cut the cord, like showing you more of the hardware. So I think if hopefully I'm not off bases with this, I think the streaming, community is more about teaching you how to watch content. And the cord cutting, let me know if I'm wrong. And the cord cutting is more about, devices, different techniques to cut the cord. Do you think I'm on the right track? I do want to know, because on YouTube, you always hear me say the streaming community is something else. I don't think the streaming community is as strong as it should be, because there's so much cutthroats, there's so much jealousy. It's a lot of that going on in the streaming community compared to cord cutters. Cord cutters are people like, telling you, I'm going to get this and I'm cutting that, compared to this is how you watch this is how you watch that, come watch this. I just want to see if there's a difference, because it was a very interesting topic. It was a very, 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 very interesting topic, and I just think that I think they're going the same way. But I think it's, one is more about hardware and the other one is more about, apps and development and things like that, instead of, and I'm a little bit in between both. There are some YouTubers out there that straight up talk about hardware. And when I say hardware, I'm talking about devices, different remotes. They about the hardware. They're really not going to get into the app part of it. That's where I think the cut the cable, the cut the cord are compared to the streaming community. I just think the streaming community is more cutthroat, and it's really not a community, because they're gonna lie to you just to get you a VPN, And let's face it, that's what they do. If you go to a YouTuber, first of all, in the United States, you do not, and I repeat, do not need a VPN to stream. You do not need a VPN. Your data is going to get collected. If you with an internet provider or a cable provider and they're counting your data, a VPN is not going to do anything for you in the United States. Now, UK, Canada, any other parts of the world, nah. VPN for streaming is something you don't need to stream. Now, if you're talking about downloading some things, then okay, I can see you going that route. But for streaming, and let's just say in the streaming community, I can name off at least 10 YouTubers, whether they're big or small, that says what? Get a VPN. And they tell you to get a VPN because they have an affiliate link and they get paid for it. You do not need a VPN to stream. Absolutely not. You do not need a VPN to stream. The reason for a VPN is to what? But it's very rare that I run into, I'm not saying there aren't any, but the ones that are doing more hardware are promoting VPNs because they're doing more hardware. So I definitely want to get I may open up the phone lines, or I may just open up the link, because I think it's a topic that needs to be discussed. As y'all saw a couple weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago, everybody want that number one spot. They can say they don't want that number one spot, but everybody want to be that go-to person. And with these YouTube terms of services, things, you got to switch up, you got to change. You're going to see more drama. You're going to see people taking more risks because they, in the streaming community, we cannot talk about the apps of you cutting the cable cord. All right. We can't talk about apps to watch certain content, or you going to be eligible to get a strike on your YouTube channel. And it's risky compared to, listen, this is a device I have right here. I use this, I put my apps on it and I call it a day. Compared to streaming, I think streaming community is more specific. They get more detailed into what apps or what products you can watch to cut the cable cord. All right, so I just want to talk. I want to see what's going on. Also, before I get into these comments, everybody, I know I've been keeping in contact with a few people down in New Orleans, Louisiana area, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, period. Prayers for LJ showing up. Also tech in the bathroom. Also our young lady, Miss B. She be popping in every now and then, but those are the ones. I know somebody else that's down there. I cannot remember their name, but they're all in Louisiana. I think everybody is pretty much safe. Yes, there is some damage, but glad to hear that everyone is okay. Miss B, she got up out of there. Maybe she'll be heading home later on today, tomorrow. But I think Tech got up out of there. LJ, he stayed up in there, but everything is all right. Just some damage, So continue to send love and prayers out to individuals down there in Louisiana. Make sure if you know someone down there, call and check on them. All right, call and check on them. Make sure everybody is all right, because we'll probably have more information. Hopefully there aren't any fatalities. I don't know. I've been at work all day, so I haven't been hearing anything. I heard more damage than anything. So definitely salute to everybody out there. You got some loved ones, call and check up on them. I don't care if you ain't talked to them in a year. Just call, hey man, hey woman, what's up? You all right? All right, I'm just calling to check up on you. All right. Need anything? All right. And then go from there, guys. So definitely. What's up, Katie? Kodi Man Themes, what's good? What's good? LB in the building. What up, Doe? What's good? William D. Johnson, Chicago. It's Darlene. Say, how are you doing today? Happy Monday. I am well. I am very, very well. Stanley, what up, Doe? As a matter of fact, I am going to open it up. Now, if I open it up, guys, you got to come on showing your face. If you ain't showing your face, I cannot let you on. But because we know how them icon people are, they'll come on with an icon and you'll be talking to them. Next thing you know, they open up the icon and it be something that we're not promoting on YouTube. So I don't do the icon thing. Some people come on and just want to show icons or nothing like that, but not on here. I can't do it. But if you have something on here, let's come on and talk about it, and I will definitely get you on. Stanley, what up, though? What's good? Mendez, what's up? Say, I think it's time to use the VPN because streaming is getting harder, if you know what I mean. Let's talk about it. I don't think, I think if you're downloading, I think that's the only time you should do VPN. But for streaming, you don't need a VPN to stream. In the United States, you can stream all day long. It is not, it's not against the law for streaming. It's what you do with streaming. So if you're going to do something that's not, legal, then yes, you get you a VPN and then you go from there. And let me let this be known. This is for educational purposes only. I'm not promoting any of that content, but we're just having a conversation on it. So there are different ways you could download. Some things you're not supposed to download. Some things you can download. It's just that you got to do it. If you're going to do it, you always want to protect yourself. All right? Always, always, always. Biggs, what's up? What's up? Dave, what up, though? What's good? Kodi man say, yo, smack that thumbs up. Definitely smack that thumbs up, guys. Smack that thumbs up. Give me a second, Rich. Let me go down here. Let me acknowledge everyone. What's up, Tony? What's good? Again, if you want to get onto the show, I will bring you onto the show. And then we'll go from there. There go the link right there. We're going to talk about it. Is there a difference between the streaming community and the cord cutting community? Me personally, I just think that the streaming community is a lot. It is more disrespect or dishonesty, if I could say dishonesty, more on the streaming community than the cord cutters. That's just my take. But if I'm wrong, I would love to talk about it. What up, Del? What's up, Josh? What's good? Mr. Roland, how you doing? Bo up in here. What up, Del? What's good? What's up? GMC say, yeah, I must owe them. I went to sleep. I went to sleep. I can't even lie. Hold up just a second, Rich. I see you in the background. Aaron, what up, though? What's good? Giorgio, what up, though? What's good? I'm coming down, guys. Let me see. Miss Earlene is in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Let me see. See people having conversation. Both say I like both names. How you doing, Tish? What's good with you? Bama fan, what's good? Gio, what up, though? Kevo, what up, though? Daniel Bowes, what's good? What is good? Bill in the building, what up, though? Dub Q, what's good? Shaft. Definitely, I got to do that, Shaft. I definitely got to do that. PlayStation Disciple, what up, though? Show enough say, well, much love. What up, though, LJ? Yeah, they say I was watching the Weather Channel. Is that what the kids are calling it? This I don't know what the kids be calling them. PlayStation say, hey, cord cutting will be nothing without the streaming community. Interesting. Cord cutting would be nothing without the streaming community. That's interesting. You say the streaming community are not particularly cutting the cable. I don't think not all of them are cutting the cable either. You say I think the two communities are two sides of the same coin. That's what he says. Okay. All right. Good. So we're gonna bring in. What's up, Rich? What's good with you?
What's up, Dale? How are you doing?
I can't call it, man. Great topic today. At least I hope it's a great topic.
I think so too.
Give me your take on streaming community versus cord cutting community, or are they the same? Dave said they could be the same. So,
well, I think there's they're basically both on the same side of the coin, because there are things that you do in the streaming community and you still cut the card nevertheless. And in the card cutting community, you still do some streaming, right? But what I think happens is that the streaming community basically is a community that finds stuff to do other than devices. Let's talk about apps. For example, a lot of people who stream use the what you call legitimate apps,
Okay.
right? And a lot of them don't, right? While most people who do card cutting, some also use legitimate apps, and there are others who still use other third-party apps also. So I think it's both, on the
Yep.
same side of the coin. It's just that in some parts of it, you don't do some things. If you understand what I mean.
Okay. So you basically saying they go hand to hand,
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
hand to hand. Do you believe that one is more dishonest with the other, or you
Definitely. The ones that use the legitimate apps, those are the ones that are more dishonest.
All right, I say that again just in case.
The ones who use the legitimate apps, those are the ones that are more dishonest.
Okay.
Yeah, because they don't tell you much about what the app does. They just want to pay for it to use it, especially those apps that use the what I call the quote unquote legitimate devices, also like the Apple TV and others.
Okay. So, yeah, I definitely want to talk about that because, like I said, I was watching the show, and and just going over what happened this past week and a half ago, just seeing both sides of this community versus this community. To me, I think it's they go hand to hand, but I do believe that there are two different, separate entities. I still, that's like a engine without oil, but I think they're meant to do different things. Yeah, the oil gonna keep that engine flowing, but we know if you can still make it from point A to point B with bad oil.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
All right. But yeah, man, what's been going on with you, man? What's up?
Well, I'm cool, I'm here chilling. Right now, we're on lockdown here in my island, because of the COVID-19 situation.
Okay.
So we're on lockdown for a couple of days.
Okay.
So we're watching it and everybody has to stay home.
Okay. Yeah, I think it might come back down to that here too, because the rates is going back up. So
yeah,
we'll see. See.
I just hope that regarding the storm in Louisiana, that LJ and taking the bathroom and also Miss Beyonce,
yeah,
hope they're all okay,
Yeah. I touched bases with I touched bases with Miss B before the storm and as the storm was hitting, and she let me know that she was safe. She was out of harm's way, but she just had to go back home,
Yeah. Well, I don't think she'll be home for a couple of weeks because I heard there's no port there in New Orleans.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't touched bases with her yet, but I hit her up and see, because I keep relationships, just to make sure, check on everybody. And she's a hard worker, working, but I know she's down there. It's somebody else that's down there. I just cannot remember who it is, but I think there's a couple more people that's down there.
Probably.
Yeah, I just can't remember who all it is, man. But yeah, man, well, I thank you for tuning in, man, giving a little insight.
Before I just want to say hello to Brooklyn Card Cutters. I see he has said, hey, Richard, in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't even went down. I'm still up there. I'm in the middle. I'm gonna come down in just a second.
All right, no problem there. So I'll keep watching the show and be in the chat, okay?
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, man, take care.
All right, you too. Yep, that is our guy right there. Rich been rocking with us a long time, a long time, and so I thank him for coming on, blessing the channel. I'm coming down. let me come down and see what everybody else is saying. GoPro said, hey, streaming is about legit apps like Netflix, Disney, etc. Cord cutters are getting Plex content third party. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. The streaming, I don't know if the streaming community, that's a tough one right there, GoPro. That's a tough one right there. I don't know. I do see them going hand in hand. I would think that the cord cutters are more of getting legitimate apps, and the streamers, they gonna stream by. The streamers gonna stream regardless. Necessary. They go by any means necessary. That's what I think. Let me know if I'm on a different one. I don't know. Bernie says, hey, I see cord cutting as keeping the cost of entertainment down, and streaming communities on devices, streaming apps, movies, TV. Hold up, TV. I can't even say TV. TV shows, etc. So let me read this again. Bernie says, listen, I see cord cutting as keeping the costs down. I can agree with that. Streaming community on devices, streaming apps, movies, and TV shows. I can agree with that. I think with cord cutters are more trying to save a buck. All right. They gonna show you, that's why I say cord cutters gonna show you more hardware. Listen, I got rid of that cable box. I bought this ultra Blu-ray ultra HD Blu-ray player. They're gonna show you more hardware, and I think the streaming community is going to say, hey, listen, I like Netflix, I like Hulu, I like Amazon, but I also got these third-party apps. I got this, I got that, and that way I can still stay up to date what's coming out. So I can agree with you on that one, Bernie. And what's up, Vincent? What's good? What is good? But I think this is a topic that I think we need to touch on. I just think on YouTube it has gotten so rough, tough, and I think with YouTubers, who actually content creators or influencers, right? They, it's a cutthroat. You don't know who is who. You just don't know, and you don't know who is being. Well, I'm quite sure if you're a veteran in this game, you kind of see through the BS, right? You see it and be like, this cat over here, he talking about this, but he promoting that. And then you got the ones that are really solid. They straight to the point. They're going to be as honest as they can. May not know it all, but they're going to give an honest review, an honest opinion without trying to sell you some type of thing. All right? What up, Tim? What's good with you? What is good? And I'm coming down, guys. I'm coming down. What's up? SG, TG, JJ. What up, though? Tim, what's up? What's up? What's good, Tim? Tell the wifey I said hello. Hello, hello. Rare Grooming, what's going on? And so today's topic, just in case y'all coming in a little bit late, here's today's topic. This right here. Is there a difference? Is there a difference when it comes to the streaming community versus the cord cutter? I think there is a little difference. I think cord cutters, I think that community is more about hardware. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to give this back to the cable company, and I'm going to get this in replacement. And I think the streaming community, is more about I'm a get this. I'm going to stream this. I'm going to do this. And I think, you see where I'm going. I think the cord cutting community is more about saving money, because I don't think the streaming community, I think they're about saving money, but I think it's really don't care. It's just all about getting the information out there and streaming it. Because if you look at it, right? If you look at it, think about it. I want y'all to think about something. Think of how many people in the streaming community have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, Disney. Are they really saving money? Are they really saving money? Because when you start adding up, shoot, Netflix is almost $20, right? It's almost 20. Then you got the bundle with the Disney. I think Disney is like $7, but if you get the bundle, I think that's like $13. So it'd be best to go with the $13 one than the little, the little $7 or $8 one. You got Amazon. Well, that kind of comes if you're a Prime member, so that comes, you pay for Prime. So I think with the streaming community, it's all about, listen, these are the apps I'm using to cut the cord, and I think with the cord cutting community, it's all about hardware. I think more cord cutters, they worry about, hardware more. Yeah, they like the apps, but they more hardware. At least in my take. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I could be. Superdell, I've been without a VPN for this long. Now I need a VPN to stream as far as IPTV. I don't know why would you need a VPN to stream IPTV? Unless you I don't know. In the United States, streaming is legal. It is legal. Downloading is illegal. All right. So if I make a website, right, and whatever content I put on there, and if you go to that website and you watch it, you're streaming, you haven't done nothing wrong, because that's all you're doing is streaming. When you come on YouTube, you are streaming. When you watching me right now, you are streaming. That's streaming. But I think, I would not get a VPN if I don't need one. Really to stream. I'll tell you that now. That's just me, but everybody has a personal preference. What's up there, Brad? How you doing? He said, Dwayne say, Roger Goodell, people watching. He probably watching right now, or his peoples. What up, OTC? What's good? Just G is in the building. William say, what's up, Superdell? Hope you're having a great day. Can't wait for that one-on-one knowledge on Plex. Hey, send me another email. I don't know if I answered yours or not, or maybe we missed. William, I know this weekend was like a tough week. I was too busy. Too busy. What's up, Brooklyn? What's good, man? I'm just getting down to your I was way up in the chat, so I'm just getting down. But I would love to get y'all input. Really, you veterans, I would love to get your take on this. Is there a difference between the cord cutting community and the streaming community? We already had Rich said, yeah, it's kind of two different ones, but they go hand in hand. I know they go hand in hand, but what are the pros and cons, of each one? And on YouTube, do you trust the streaming community? I've been telling y'all for about 3 years, I do not trust the streaming community, because the streaming community are a bunch of people, individuals, who will lie to you, tell you things that you don't need. This is why I don't like it. They'll tell you you need a VPN. They will tell you you need this and that, and you really don't need it. And then they'll say, hey, get my shirt. They'll do that. They'll say, hey, click on that affiliate link down there. Even though you don't need it, just think about the streaming. The ones that are more, the ones that are, and like I said, I think cord cutters talk more about hardware, and I'm in between both of them. It's just that I believe one is solid and one is shady. That's just my take on it. And I would love to get individuals who are part of this community to come on and get a take. They don't have to stay on, but educate each other. I think this is a great topic to talk. What's up, Ruben? What's good? What's good? Hold up just a second, Bo. I'm about to bring you on. Let me get through this great tape. Let me say hello to everybody because I'm way up here. What's up, Real? How you doing? Great tape say, I'm a cord cutting crook. What's up, Charles? Hey, I may be one too. I can't even lie. Who else? Let me see. They say, I see the cord cutting aim to save money more so than the streamers. I agree with you on that one, and I just said that one too, Dave. Let me bring Bo on. Let me see if Bo can bring some insight to this. This is a DST member. Let's see if he got a little bit more insight. And these are Bo's comments. All right. I haven't talked to Bo about this or anything, but I would love to get his take on it. Bo, and as you saw, let me go back to the banner just in case, Bo.
I got it. I saw it.
In case somebody came in late.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about the streaming community versus the cord cutting community. Is there a difference? And if there are, Bo, I would love some insight on this. And love to hear your views on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my take, y'all, and then I'm gonna leave and go to work. But I agree they go hand in hand. But I also agree, Dale, with what you said. There's a whole lot of there's a whole lot of cutthroat in the streaming community. And with it being a lot of cutthroat, it's sad to me, but it is. It should be about us putting the content out there. And that's it, that's all. I mean, I agree with you when you said everybody, they might say they don't want the number one spot, but they do. You know how Eddie Kane say, "Would you want my spot?" so it's a lot of people out there that want that spot, y'all. It's crazy once they get a taste of the spot or a little bit of the spot or limelight of being on how should I put it? Content creator. I think it goes to their head instead of actually they forget about why they actually doing it. So there is a difference for me on that, but they go hand in hand with the streaming and when you're getting actual devices and you're using those devices to stream with. So you have to be able to know the difference in that. But when you're an actual YouTuber and you teaching people about getting the other content as far as using your Plex, as far as getting content, then you'll have somebody else that comes in and say, I can do it better, or don't listen to this person, or whatever the case may be. But it's funny, Dale, when you got somebody to say, hey, why don't you go ahead and get my shirt? Why don't you go ahead and come get my hat? Why don't you come on and get my sock? Matter of fact, you know what? The best thing you need to do is use a VPN. And matter of fact, it's a link below that you can use to get that VPN. So it's crazy to me that you have those on there and they say, but I'm not on here for that. If you're not on here for that, then why are you pointing me in that direction to get that VPN that you, Dale, as well as I know, you don't need it. You don't need a VPN unless you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. And it's so bad now, y'all, that you got people even in the comments right now. Hey, Dale, do you think I need a VPN to stream my IPTV? Y'all been doing it this long. Ain't nobody knocked on your door. Ain't nobody came and visit you. None of that. But you've been doing this long and you going, it done got that bad that I might need one. That's because y'all listening to the hype of you need a VPN when you don't. And the person that I solely believe that made me realize that I don't need one was King. And the stuff that he do, he don't use one, and I started following suit. I stopped using mine, but I only use it unless I'm really in those areas that I know I'm not supposed to be in. So I totally agree with that, Dale. I do agree with that. I do agree with the hype of let me sell you something after I finish chit chatting to y'all.
Hey, all right, now let me throw this boomerang at you right quick, Bo. Do you think, because VPNs are being promoted a lot now, a lot more, and do you think the reason why is because the new YouTube terms of services, people pay cuts,
Well,
people
you got to think about it though.
been cut.
What you got to think about it, though, Dale? They have to come. They have to, just like you. You have to be when they did the terms of services. You had to be more creative when you came back out. As far as, and then not only did you had to be creative, you also had to cut some of your videos out, take them out of what you was using. Same thing with me, but they have to get something else to bring them as far as getting content to show to the people. So why not use something they're able to use, which is what, y'all? A VPN. They can't get dinged for using, hey, use my VPN. They can't get dinged for that. I mean, so they're going to use all kind of stuff that you probably be like, why is he putting that out there? Or why is he promoting that? Because that's probably one of the only things they can use. We have to be creative, y'all. We absolutely really have to be creative when we come on. And what's crazy is, y'all, even though the other half of the team, but a whole big quarter of the team haven't been on, we've been actually, well, me, I can't speak for the team. I've been looking at Dale to see what he been putting out, what he been saying, what he's able to say, to where it makes it easier come Wednesday. I know what my do's and don'ts. So when you think about it, Dale, that actually is pretty good. That's pretty good as far as, do you think they good with, or why they using VPNs so much? Y'all, they use them so much because they actually, when you think about it, they ain't have no choice.
They ain't got no
choice.
Yep, and that's where the false aspect of the streaming, because the thing is, when they come on and they do this, right, it's nothing about the hardware. It's all about what app you're using.
Say it again, Dale. What?
What app you're using.
Okay.
Protect yourself. And again, in the United States, we can't talk about what goes on in Canada, what goes on in the UK, what goes in Thailand. We can't talk about what goes on in Japan because we're not there. But we can talk about what's going on in the United States. And for anyone that is streaming, you do not, and again, streaming is what you're doing now. You're looking at YouTube. When you watch our videos or anyone video, that is a part of streaming. If you go to Netflix, you're streaming. You go to Amazon, you're streaming. That's the education of streaming. You do not need a VPN, and this is what I mean. I can't knock no one hustle. I can only be real with people who follow me, and I think this is where the dishonesty is in the streaming community, and that's why I always say the streaming community is fake. Because why would they? The only reason they're going to sell you a product that doesn't belong to them, I would even see if they say, "Hey, I'm gonna load your box up, get it from me." I understand that. Get your bread on. But everything is an affiliate link. And the reason you're going to see more content like this is because with the YouTube terms of services, you can't go into great detail like you used to a year, 2 years ago. And so to make up for that gap, they got to say, hey, this is the best app. You could do this. You could do that. But you know what? I need you to click that link because at the end of the day, that's where the extra funds is making up for that gap. So you do not need a VPN to stream. You need a VPN if you're doing something illegal like download. All right? That's when you need it, and that's where you want to. And so the whole thing about this is to educate y'all. That way you know. And again, And I just found out the video, and that's why I love watching guys who are humble. See, because when you're humble, you're gonna be honest with your people. The guy name was Downloading Pirate. That's what I listened to as I was at work today. His name is Downloading Pirate. Got straightforward. And he even said the same thing, which I've been saying for years. You know, and he made some great points in his comments. So if y'all go over there, I'm quite sure if you search Downloading Pirate, if you go over there and watch the video, I think he did a live. It had to be yesterday or the day before, but it's his live show. And he even put how much he used to make. And then with the YouTube terms and services changing, what he make now. And there was a difference.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big difference.
It was a difference. And he was alluding on the same thing that we're discussing now that I've been talking. And those are the guys I like to follow because I like to sit back and get someone else's perspective. And then I like to think it out and see how it benefits. But there is a difference. Even though he didn't talk about the difference, there is a difference when it comes to streaming community versus the cord cutting community. Because them streaming community guys are cutthroat. They're going to lie to you. They're going to tell you any and everything to get you to continue to watch their videos.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be a repeat.
And then if they numbers too bad, if they numbers too bad, they're going to start some drama.
Oh, it's definitely going to be some drama. It's definitely going to be some drama. Some unnecessary drama.
Man.
It's definitely going to be some drama because let's dip into that a little bit. What time you got to go to work, Bo? How many more minutes you got?
I got like 10 minutes.
All right. I think everybody, I ain't going to say everybody. All right. And to this day, I think his DVD King kept his head on straight. I think DVD King, if he wouldn't be at 1 million by now, he'd be damn near close.
Man.
Right? But the king of the drama was Target in 1080p.
Mm-hmm.
And Target even told you that. I went on and I caused drama because I knew it would promote myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what it is now, the people done saw that movie before. And Target was good at it. Target would go at you, send shots at you, say whatever you got to say. But he stayed on his craft too.
Mm-hmm.
And he put his money where his mouth was. That's how he became so successful. All right? DVD King would be successful, but DVD King is a hothead. Y'all know listen, y'all may not think the brother is smart. You may not. But that cat is smart in technology.
In technology.
He may not sit back and can go into a corporate meeting and
Mm-hmm.
have a good conversation. But if you put it in front of him and you put the electronics, the hardware and the apps, and he will bring it together and present it and make you say, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree there. I agree.
I just think with Target, people who've been following the last 4 or 5 years before Target transitioned to what's his name in the Hellcat? What's his name? I mean in the Hellcat.
I mean the Hellcat.
All right. I think people was caught on to that, and in the streaming community, that's how some people make their come up. But I don't think it would ever be another come up as that what Target did in the community, the streaming community, by going to different live shows, having his own show, putting out content, starting stuff over here, apologizing over here, going back at you again, coming back. He did it, and he told you. He said, "This is what I did, and I did it on purpose because I wanted everybody to see me." And he grew. I mean, do you have a different take, Bo?
Nah, I agree. I totally agree because that's just the way Target did it, and he was successful at it. The thing that's crazy is if BBD had Target's mindset as far as the way he went about doing it, I think he would actually grew as well.
Yep. I think I'm telling you, the guy is very, very smart.
Yeah,
And
he just don't. He'll tell you he just don't have no filter. If he had a filter, then I think he probably would. He'd probably be one of the biggest YouTubers as well.
yeah,
If he actually had a filter and cut that joke off and actually used instead of just using just what he knows and use other people's stuff as well, I think he would actually really blew up because he knows like Dale said he knows a lot when it comes to actually streaming and cutting the cord and he knows a lot, y'all. He do.
you definitely do. So that's why I say with the streaming community, it's I done been here too long. I think I've been doing this about 6-7 years now. I think I've been real serious. I'm gonna say about 7 years I've been in it. About 5 I've been taking it very, very serious. And I saw people come, I saw
There we
people
go.
go.
Man.
I seen ones that try to start the nonsense, wasn't too successful. I seen some that was kind of successful, and then all of a sudden, with YouTube terms and services, boom, cracked across the head, they disappeared, or they just outgrew YouTube and did something else.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of them do that. They make their money on YouTube, and then they say, "Look, I'm not going to keep doing this. I'm gonna go to another platform outside of YouTube and make it work for them." I know people who actually started other businesses from YouTube, like
Mm-hmm.
making their money on YouTube and taking that money and going over. So that's my take on the streaming community and the cord cutting community. I think the cord cutting community is a lot more solid, because the cord cutting community to me is people like Roberto George, Line TV. Those are guys who gonna talk about the product and let you know about the hardware. Just to name off a couple. Another one is TV Box. I think it's TV Box, who actually show you different boxes. Chains is another one. Remember, Chains was on the streaming community side. And I think Chains, like 3 or 4 years ago, he was fighting for his channel. And Chains say, "Oh no, heck no, I don't work too hard." And he had to make that transition. And that's what he did. You out of here, Bo?
Yes, sir. I'm
All
about
right,
to
man.
keep on.
Be safe out there, man.
All right, for sure. Y'all have a good one. I see y'all later, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
All right. And that was Bo right there, guys. That was Bo, young Bo, coming in. Salute to Bo. Again, so you heard a little bit. I'm going to put that link out there one more time. Let's see. Let's see if anybody jump on. You may have a different perspective. I don't know. I'm still coming down. Brooklyn say, "Yes, I absolutely agree." He say mute Bo. Oh man. XC Tech, yes. XC Tech, yep, is another one. He's more hardware than the apps itself. So it's a few of the guys who I respect, and I don't know why I didn't put XC, because XC always show love over here. But definitely it's certain ones that's going to show that hardware and let you know, hey, listen, this is how you can get started, and then you can go on over here. Once you get this hardware, now you can go over here and follow some other people and actually get some content over here. Definitely. Say yes. I didn't have any way to teach out. To reach out to you both. Oh, okay. Oh, it's talking to Shonuff. Kodi Man said, don't forget the Kodi community. I would say if I had to decide, the Kodi community. That's a good one. I would have to think about that one. Kodi Man themes. Excuse me. I would have to really think about that one. Cause I think back in the day, I think the community in Kodi was a lot larger. I think it's not as large, at least in my eyes. I don't think it's as large as it used to be. You know, when you're talking 4 years ago, you know, before all of these APKs came out, because yes, it was very large. People do use Kodi still. You know, Kodi, people still use it. But I don't think it as, I think they got their own world. You know, I think they have their own world because what you could do. Because without the Kodi, you don't have the Plex. You don't have the MB. You don't have the Zadu, that home theater. You don't have none of that. So Kodi, I think when you think Kodi, that's I would really have to think about that. I don't know, because I there's so much you could do with Kodi. I don't know. I would say it's a hardware, it's an application, it's a streaming app. You can do so much with Kodi. You know, I would have to revisit that one. That does give you something to think about. I agree. That's why I agree. That's why I say that's a whole nother, you know, that's a whole nother world right there when it comes to that, because Kodi birthed a lot of these applications. Kodi birthed a lot of these platforms. So yes. They say, yes, Jody was very large at one time, and a lot of people don't really know how to use. A lot of people don't know how to use it without putting someone else's content on there. I agree with you. I agree with you big time. You said, I think Kodi falls in the streaming community. It's so much you could do with that platform, though, other than streaming. There's so much you could do with that platform. And that's why I would say with that one, PlayStation Disciple, I think that one has its own little, because, you know, that community actually went down a few years ago. It was a lot of situations happening in there. A lot. It was a lot going on in that community itself. It was a lot of fallouts, a lot of backstabbing, and it was just that the backstabbing was in the back where you couldn't see it up front, you know, as far as like you see it now with the streaming community. It was a lot of backstabbing in the background and not up front like you see now. See, because you can have individuals smile in your face and do all of that and then be cutting you in the back, you know, wanting you to fall and everything. So a lot of things were happening, you know, 4 or 5 years ago. Has Kodi rebounded? Yes. I just think there with these apps and these other platforms, I don't think it's still popular. It is very popular. I just think at one time, you know, it was the way to go. Is either you had this and that was it. That was it. That you had to have it. So I will have to talk about that one on its own. And like how the birth of MB, how the birth of Plex, how the birth of home theater, all of that was built off of Kodi. Absolutely. It says some people use VPNs to access content in other countries. that they normally cannot access. Yes, I agree, because, and I hinted around that, well, I didn't come out and say it, but yes, some people have to use a VPN for that. But that's why I said in the United States, you don't have to use a VPN to access content, in Jamaica and yours, or in the UK. You don't have to do that. Compared to like in UK, if I'm not mistaken, you have to use a VPN because of certain content and stuff like that. And you can go to jail. In certain countries, you can get a fine or lead up to a jail time. Absolutely. You say the name is Uno Nice. Put some bass in your voice. Get funky cook attitude and say like you mean it. The name Uno Nice, and put Uno coming through the door. Say love. I haven't really used it in a while. It's been probably about 2 years, 2.5 years since I've been using Jody. They say it is not hard to play your own content through Kodi. No, nobody said it was hard. For us, Dave, you can't get the average individual and say, hey, go play this, go get the content and play it on Kodi. They're not going to know how to do it. I think it's easier to use like devices like Zedu and get people to learn the basics than to go to Kodi. Because you can tell somebody go get their content and just plug it up to their Zedu box, right? Or plug it up to, you can plug it up to your Blu-ray player and get the same thing. You can do the same thing. A lot of people don't know that you can do this. Like over the weekend, let me show you what I've been working with. Just to show, and not to throw everybody off subject. But as you see a Ultra HD. You see, this is a Ultra HD Blu-ray player for some people who may not be able to see it. Where's my remote control? I guess I can move it up just in case some people may not be able to see it, because it'd be hard for me. But this is a Ultra HD Blu-ray player. This is a Samsung Ultra HD Blu-ray player. And yes, I have it plugged into the Zedu, as you see right here. And if I bag it up, I have this wire going into the Zedu. But some people may not know, I also have this device right here. This device right here, right? And this is for fair use. Fair use. All right? Because I can talk about it on YouTube. Why? Because I own the content. This is an Ultra HD of the Adventures Endgame. The 4K model, right? You see it? You see the disc in there. So I own it. I can copy it by US standards. YouTube cannot hit me on this video. All right? But what I did, just for fair use, this is a HDMI. All right? It got HDMI in, HDMI out. I said, I want to see if I can record this onto this. And I did it. It worked. Only thing about this, it takes it down because this is only this HDMI recorder is 1080p. So what it did, it took this 4K content, right, and transformed it into 1080p. Right? Got the whole movie. As long as you got the memory, as you see the flash drive right here, Also, you can go with a memory card, as you see right there. All right. And so you can actually go up in there and record. And yes, I do not get that what's that HDCP copy protection thing? I do not get that on this device. I do not get it. So and again, because of the United States, because I own this, I can make a copy of this. I can make a copy of it. I can use it. It's fair use. And I'm not stealing because I own it. So as long as you own it, you can take this content and record it onto a recorder and keep it for yourself. Now, if you sell it, now you're breaking the rules, you're breaking the law. But now, if you take this and put it on your own Plex, put it on your own external hard drive, right? These are external hard drives, all right? And you can put it in your Zadoo. You have the right to do that. All right, you do have the right. But this bad boy right here, for the people who are going to ask me, this is from a company called Digit Now. Digit Now, meaning you could take whatever on your Blu-ray, whatever on your TV box, and record it and walk away. You can walk away and then go from there. It does have some settings on there. You can record for an hour or two, however you want, and go from there. Very, very nice device, though. And so this is more of a cord cutting issue. All right. This is more when I think when a cord cutter shows you the product and says, listen, I done cut my cable and I'm gonna get my own movies and I'm gonna make a copy of it and put it on my Plex. That's more of cord cutting. That's saving money. That's saving money and starting your own media library. All right. That's more into the cord cutting. All right, because you can use all type of devices. Some people actually will get the content and just get a flash drive or external hard drive and hook it up to their Blu-ray player. Hook it up to their Blu-ray player, and you have your media center on your Blu-ray player as well. We'll probably talk about more of that tomorrow or either Wednesday, how I took content and put it on my my Ultra HD Blu-ray player, and it worked. You can go you can get 4K. Now, not all players. You can't take a 4K and put it on a DVD player. I don't think that's going to work. All right. But if you get you an Ultra HD Blu-ray player, you can actually start your own media on there. You can get started and learn the basics. All right, we got an interesting one, right? Diane says cord cutters are more knowledgeable as far as devices, specs, device tweaking, and applications than the streaming community. Diane, I could not disagree with you on that one. And that's what I was saying earlier. I don't know if you heard me. Cord cutters are more into the hardware, all right? They're figuring out ways. All right, what can I do to eliminate this cost right here? So I agree with you, Cole. I agree with you 100%. Well said. Thank you. 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 That is perfectly and well said. And I just think the streaming community, to me, I just feel like the streaming community is cutthroat individuals. And it's not a bad thing, because I'm not a hater when someone getting their money. I'm a hater of someone that's being dishonest and telling you you need this. Or instead of just saying, listen, if you're in the United States, listen, by their laws, you okay. But if you're outside the United States, you might want to check. This is probably what you're going to need. Because it's individuals to this day that still ask me, hey, Dale, I'm in Chicago. Do I need a VPN to watch Netflix or HD Cinema? You be like, no, you don't need a VPN. All you doing is hitting the play icon. You just streaming. In the United States, you don't need that. But they go on these other platforms. And again, I think the reason they're pushing it, because now with these YouTube terms of services and money done been cut out, they got to what? They got to push something else. They have to. And as long as you click on it, and you sign up, they get a percentage. And so let's just say if they get 15,000 views, 20,000 views, and they get 10 to 20 people to sign up, yeah, they're going to get a nice little something. All right? They're going to get a nice little something. Say, Dale, hey, so great. Hold on, let me go back. Diane, let me give you a salute. Big salute. Thank you on that one. Thank you. Tim say, Dale, I was told at Best Buy that the mesh is better than the standalone routers like the Netgear Nighthawk. What are your thoughts? Tim, I really can't give you any information on that because I never had a mesh. System because I'm still using a Nighthawk. What I did do though, I got this, which is a little bit different. I did get this right here, this mesh extender, because what I'm doing, when it cooled down, is football season, so I will be in my garage a lot more. Just somewhere else to chill, give me a little bit more space where we can, me and the family, we can play cards, and do things like that. Just give a little bit more elbow room, and then let that fresh air, because when the fall comes, you get a lot fresh air, blowing. And, so a lot of guys are turning their garages that they don't use, they don't even put their cars in, and they basically turning it into another place of entertainment. And that's what I'm trying to do. Right now, I got a motorcycle sitting in there and I got a lawnmower. Everything else, there's really nothing in there. A motorcycle and a lawnmower. So I really can't give you any detail. I can say this mesh system worked. At least this extender worked very well, because I had the extender. Where did I have it at first? I think I had it down here, and I went to the garage, and it was working. I think I out there I got probably about 28 on the download and maybe about 6 on the upload. But then I took the extender and I put it right above, where my kitchen is at. And then I went back outside and I was getting like 60. So I do have a detached garage that it's probably about going out the back door a good 8 steps to get to it. And the garage is fairly large, 2-car garage, and it worked. So, but I can't give you any true information because I never tried the mesh. I never tried it. So you will have to do your research, because anybody can tell you anything, right? Anybody that try to sell you anything, you just have to do your research. And then, Tim, try it out. You don't like it, pack that bad boy up and send it back. You know how we do it. Let me read this one. Say, cord cutters don't read off a screen. They have already done their research and done their testing and know their product. I don't know where that's going, but hey, I don't know. Sorry about that one, man. I don't know. I don't know where you was getting at. Don't read off screen. I don't know. So, say I noticed with my ISP, they'll block me sometime when I'm using certain IPTV apps. So a VPN comes in handy for me. And that may be true. That may be true. DeMonte, I actually witnessed someone who actually went through that. Certain ISPs, you may have to get a VPN because they will hate. They will hate. I heard that in the past. That was happening. Don't know why, but I have heard that was happening. So that's where you can get your router too, because you have a lot of routers that that can hide you, that has dedicated VPNs inside of it too. So definitely, I agree with that, Monte. Say, Dale, why do you use the mesh extender instead of using the power line adapter, Wi-Fi extender? The reason I used that, it was because it was cheaper. It was cheaper. I do have a power line adapter, but I'm not going to always be out there, in the garage. And I just think it was a lot cheaper than me. The power line adapter is iffy, and I just wanted something like, here it is right here. And so this is just something that just goes in, and I'm trying something out. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying something out. I'm trying something out because this may help me in the long run. I am trying out something as well. So these are just some of the things I'm trying out. Some of these devices have Wi-Fi 6 now. A lot of these routers are pushing that out. And so, you just testing out the technology and everything just to make sure. And then, like I said, it definitely worked because you see it got the MIMO technology right there. A lot of devices don't. So I don't know. I ain't pulled out the power line adapter. As you know, Rich, I have one. I just didn't pull it out. Yes, it definitely is, Ruben. I agree with you. B say, just get a mesh. Nah, I'm not going to spend any money. My network is A1. My network is A1. I'm not going to switch over because there's no need for me to switch over at this time. I have a Nighthawk. What is it? The S? This is the X10? I can't even remember, but I have a very expensive router. My network is A1. Everything is A1. Everything is hardwired. So I really don't need a mesh system because it's not going to benefit me any more than what I have now, because every one of my places where I have a streaming device is hardwired. I'm just talking about in my garage. My garage is not attached to my house. My garage is detached. So instead of me running wires and all that, I just wanted to try something to see how it is, because I will be working on a project later on. As some of y'all know, I have another one that's getting ready to go to a customer. This is getting brand new. Hasn't been open or anything. I just have to make sure, brand new, that already been paid for. Look fresh in the box. All right. Never been open, anything. Everything's still sealed. Everything has not been opened, tampered, anything. And again, I'm a little bit different because I'm a cord cutter first. I can stream anytime. The cord cutting community is more of my passion because I like the hardware. I like the devices. I like to read up on some things and then go from there. But I'm not gonna get a mesh, not right now. It wouldn't even benefit me because everything is still good here. My speeds are nice and all that. So Real say, yeah, but I think the mesh system is great. I thought it was the mesh, but it was an issue with the cable side. I think it comes down to it. Like I said, I know some people that got the mesh. Some people got it. They love it. I hear nothing but great things about the mesh. But I know my router is still pushing. I don't have that bad boy, about 3.5 years. Never had any issue. Once the thing that I promote is get your own modem, get your own router. If you're gonna get the router, get the MIMO technology in it. That way you're talking to that router is gonna talk to multiple devices at once instead of talking to this device and then when it's done talk to that device and then it's done talk to that one and so forth. So that's what I believe. I think that's why I say I'm more of in the cord cutting community because I'm doing things that I'm getting the hardware to save me money in the long run. I can make my own media library. I don't use none of these apps. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched HD Cinema. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched BTV. Couldn't tell you the last time I watched Netflix, Amazon Prime Video. I couldn't tell you the last time. I just build my own library. That way I know each and every time it's going to work. I could take it offline. I could take the content. If I'm getting on the plane, I can watch a movie on the plane and go from there. I don't need no internet, none of that. I just take it with me, boom. And whether it's a Type-C or mini USB, I have my content with me all the time. Or if I want to bring some content with me. So Huff say, what up, though, Huff? Say I had to mesh with router, 3 radios included. I was not impressed and took it back. So that's Huff saying, listen, he had it, and took it back. Yup. So what's good? What's up, Antoine? So, I mean, it's all about personal preference. I mean, I heard a lot of great things about the mesh. And then I heard some other things about it. People was like, hey, it is what it is. But as of right now, I just don't feel like I need it because my network is still A1. My router is still pumping, still doing the job. Matter of fact, I need to power that bad boy down. It's been about 3.5 months since I even powered it down. So I probably need to power it down, just to let it get a recharge or whatever. Other than that, if you got the cable modem, the cable company modem router, you already know every week, depending on how many devices you got on it. Like my household, I think we have at least 50 devices on our network, at least. All right. And we probably use about 15 all at once, 15, 16, somewhere around there. Because people are on their phones, people are on their tablets, people are gaming, people are streaming, they doing all of this stuff, right? They're doing a lot. They multitasking with a tablet in one hand and their phone in the other, and they just ain't gaming with a controller right there. So, it's a lot going on here and nobody's complaining. Now they complained when I had the cable. The cable coming, Dad, my stuff. What's up, Rob? Hey, I appreciate you. Yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate you. I ain't gonna be too much longer. I used that. I used that power line years ago. That power line worked. I still got it over there. It's packed up. It's over there somewhere. But I just wanted to use that. I wanted to use that just to see. And I'm just doing a test just to make sure. And every time I go out there, me and my wife was out there, and we just listened to some music, just kicking it. Nobody complained about their network. Nobody have no dead zones or anything. So it's crazy. Real must be talking. She said, "No, I wasn't cheap. I still spent $500. Damn. Yeah, I caught that. I caught that. The X10. The X10. What, 2 something? I took the X6S. No, I took the X6 back, and they had the X10 at Best Buy for about like $50, $60. I was talking to Steve. Steve say, "Damn, what you doing spending that much?" And then what did I do? I said, "Steve, man, you better get your own router." Steve Cornelius, y'all know. Say, "Man, get you a router, man. Get that X6X." Man, Steve got that X6X. Well, dang, Dale, you should have been told me. I say, man, that's my dude. I got to check him out. I got to call him. Yeah, my speeds, yeah. Depending on what device it is, yeah, my speeds is good. Awesome. Say Mess is good for Wi-Fi, but I have everything in my house up and downstairs hardwired. And see, that's the same thing with me, GoPro. Everything is hardwired, so it wouldn't be good for me, because just so people know my background, I come from Comcast. All right, I worked at Comcast for a while. I know how to hardwire. I know what it means to hardwire. So I'm tech savvy in that department. So I know the difference between hardwire and wireless. Wireless can be a little tricky sometimes. It can be, I don't care if you have the most powerful device, NVIDIA Shield, Apple TV. I don't care. It could be something that could interfere with your signal that will throw everything off. Dave say, "Yep, I have an extender in my basement, and it's hardwired into my Plex server computer. Works great." Absolutely. Say, I like you never destroying the package. Make a great impression on your clients. You ain't saw nothing yet, Miss Octavia, because I'm about to take a page out of Huff. I got to get Huff on the show. Huff been talking about this a long time. I got to get Huff. I got to see when we can get together. That way he can talk what he worked on. And because you got some slick people out here. You got some slick individuals out here. And it hasn't happened to me, but I know any time, right? Devices like this, somebody going to eventually catch on. And Huff, if you still listening, you know what I'm talking about. Somebody going to eventually catch on. And so I'm going to have to take a page. I got to get Huff on here, the branding king. I got to get him on here. It's Octavia. William said, "I love my Powerline adapter and my Nighthawk." Yes. I remember when I was using my Powerline. It never let me down. When should a person change their routers? Superdell. I think, hey, as long as it's still getting the speeds, I think definitely you should have a router that has the MIMO technology. That you should have a router that has that. I think that's, that's a must-have. Don't get caught up in the Wi-Fi 6. They're gonna be hitting us with some names shortly. I think it's the Wi-Fi 6, the Wi-Fi 8X, stuff like that. We already got the AC, but I think they're gonna be changing it to the AX. Don't get caught up in the hype. I think if you have a router that has that MIMO technology, I think we still got a few more years. I wouldn't change the router until that bad boy go down. If it's starting giving you trouble, you know, and it has the MIMO technology, then yeah, I think you could consider. But if your router treating you well, then there's no need to. There's no need to as of yet. All right. I think what we're doing, Miss Octavia, I think we are okay. We are okay. But I think you know, maybe in about, it's gonna be interesting in the next couple of years, you know, to see what this Nighthawk is going to do, you know. But I think for right now, like for me, there's no need for me to switch over because it had the technology ready. It just doesn't have that Wi-Fi 6 in it. That's it. That's pretty much all it. And I really don't use Wi-Fi unless it's on my cell phone or on the tablet, something like that. So I think once it go down, you that's when you're gonna need it. Or if you starting to notice problems, you always got to go down there every other day, you know, yeah, then I would say, yeah, it's time to go ahead, get ready to invest in another good router, great router. But right now, if it's working for you, everything worked, your speeds is kicking out everything, then you should be good. You know they're gonna be hitting us though. Say I have a good mesh. Every time the power went out, I had to call the cable company to refresh the signal. Took that sucker, took it back, and that's why we always promote what, you know. Yeah, that Nighthawk X10 and a couple old routers I use as repeater works great. Yes, and you can use them old routers as repeaters. Absolutely. Absolutely. Matter of fact, at one house I did, I had the guy had a decent router, but in his one part of the house, because he had one of them houses, it was long. And I had a little 20, I think that router cost what, about $25. I used that bad boy as a repeater, and the rest is history. I took over my laptop, we set him up. I haven't heard anything negative as of yet, and that's been like a couple years ago. So I know he's still running because he still, you know, he still deal with me every month. So hey Huff, I send you a email too, but I got to get you on here because I it's something I'm about to do that you've been doing. So you already know what it is. You already know what it is. Tay say, yo, Dale, I like the arm box. I let it go for a nice price. I'm letting that bad boy go for a price. Hey, look, one thing about it, if I get a deal on a device, it ain't my job to save, just consume. Really, if I'm doing all the work. So I know individuals, because they got the stick on sale, you know, they'll give the people who they sell it to a sale. I don't do it like that. Whatever I paid for it, you still gonna pay that original price. It's business with me. It's business. So Tay, get that bread. Said thank you. No problem. I purchased one of the neck gears that was in your Amazon store a while back. Yeah, you might have got that X6S, and that should still be good. I still got a lot of people that's on the X6S, so you should be good. Yep, you should be good. Don't forget to smack them thumbs up too, guys. We got almost 100 up in here. What Netgear router would you recommend for streaming for the basement? Trying to hardwire my box to the basement. So what Netgear? I mean, you can go with any Netgear product. It's just that a lot of us got more of the expensive router. So I don't even think they even sell my router anymore. I don't think they sell my router anymore. But that's the Netgear Nighthawk S10, but you may not need anything that's you know that expensive. Those are expensive routers, Eric. So I would say get you an X6S. That should do you well. You can get an X6S. I know Costco or Sam's Club, one of them put them bad boys on sale all the time. all the time for like $130 something. And that X6, I had the original X6 that had the MIMO technology, and that it just changed my household. We didn't have any more problems when it came to streaming. So try that. And like I said, it's the X6X. You can get it for like it'd be under 150 at like Sam's Club or Costco. One of them two, it'd be on sale all the time. Real says, send me the link. I got something to say right quick. All right, I sent it to you, Real. We gonna get ready. I smell some food upstairs. So again, guys, I just want to show you, I just wanted to have a discussion on this topic because I do think it's a difference, the streaming community versus the cord cutting community. I think the cord cutting community is more hardware. That's just my take. I think they're going to do whatever it takes to save them a couple dollars to $100. It's going to do a lot on that one compared to the streaming community. I think some of the guys that's part of the streaming community, they're gonna do whatever it takes to whatever. They're gonna make some money. All right. They're gonna tell you to get some stuff that you don't need. Yep, they're gonna. Hey, Real, unmute your mic.
Hey, you can hear me?
Yeah, you live now.
Oh,
Hey,
so
you hear
I
me?
tried to, yeah, it's a delay though, but I was trying to comment on when they was talking about when you should get a new router. Now, this is just my opinion. When you start to get new devices, new phones, and it's got like a newer technology, like with Wi-Fi, like the N, the AC, the AX, and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If don't be out here with a router that's just only capable to get in, and you got devices on a whole nother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're just gonna slow down whatever your device is.
You talking about what the? You talking about the?
You know, you got your B, your G, your N, your AC. The
Yeah,
AX is the
yeah.
newest thing, right?
You say that one more time.
The AX is like the newest thing, right?
Yeah, the AS is like the newest thing. Yes.
So what I'm saying is though, like you said, Joe Router is like 3 years old or more. Bell, calm down, calm down. I'm sorry.
It's all.
So I'm just saying though, keep up with what your routers are capable of, and you know what I mean, like, cause they do get old.
Mm-hmm.
The technology on it is old because you got something newer and better that's out.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day, and I can agree with that. But like Real was saying, don't get a lot of this technology there. A lot of your devices don't have. Like when we was talking about the why box does not go past 100 megabytes per second. It was a reason why your box don't go past 100 megabytes per second because it's not capable. It doesn't have the Ethernet port in there, when it's hardwired. Let me just say if it was hardwired. Now, Wi-Fi, yes, it can go past, but hardwired, it won't because it's a 10100. It doesn't have a gigabyte Ethernet port. And I haven't saw a device yet. I haven't saw a device in my eyes that a person who was getting a gig in speed, a device got it. I haven't saw a device yet, and I maybe I haven't saw it, but I haven't saw anyone that actually did a speed test where that bad boy went up to a gig. Even though it says you can get, but that's the word it says, you can get up to a gig. So up to can mean anything. So up to could be 200, 300, depending on the device. Say if your router, you got something you want to add to that, Real?
Now go ahead.
Oh no, I heard you come in. If your router is only out and you're restricting your AC. So
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, don't restrict yourself, cause I mean, like I got a one of my cousins just went and updated her phone cause Verizon say, oh well, you can't get it because you don't have 5G. How they didn't fix her phone though? I mean, that's a different situation, but that didn't fix her phone. They just trying to get some money.
yeah. That's all it's about. Keep telling y'all. That's what it's all about. Making that dollar. I used to be all up in there. What's up, Air 10? What's good? What is good? But guys, I am not going to keep y'all long. Again, thank y'all for smacking that thumbs out. That thumbs out. Thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. I may get into some interesting things tomorrow. That's what I'm about. And that's what I may get into, just to show y'all a little bit what I'm working with. To everyone, I'm glad y'all tuned in today. This is a good topic. Hey, maybe this is something we can talk about on other platforms. Throw that question to whoever you listen to or whoever you watch. Like, hey man, what's the difference between the streaming community and the cord cutting community, and see what you get out of it. Salute to the brother downloading Pirate, doing his thing. If y'all find him, if you comment on his video, just tell him like, hey man, that brother Superdell. I think I commented on his video once, and that was probably like a year or two ago. He put out some content. Even though I knew what it was, I still went over there. Hey, great job, man. Good video. And he was like, hey man, thanks. Don't know if he know who I am. But I look at a little bit of everybody. That's just me. That's what I do. I look at a little bit of everybody because I can learn from everybody. But I'm not with the nonsense. I'm not with the buffoonery, as you say. So, guys, definitely, I appreciate y'all. This was a great discussion. It was better than what I thought it was. Again, I apologize for being late. I had to get a power nap in. My wife came up there. She said, it's 6 o'clock. I said, all right. I laid my head back down. And nothing, she said, it's about to be 6:30. I said, you serious? And so I was late. But I appreciate everyone. Y'all be safe out there. Salute to everybody that's down there in New Orleans area, Louisiana. Definitely be safe out there. And we'll tune into the show tomorrow. Again, Fridays may be a no-go for a minute. Maybe I'll come in and do a later than normal show because of football. All right. But big salute to everybody. Y'all be safe out there. All right. This is Superdell, and I am signing out. I will talk to y'all on the next one, guys. Peace. Salute. I'm out. Good night and be safe. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.